Today we are continuing our study of nonfiction text features. Text features have two purposes: to help the reader understand the information and make the information more interesting. Now we're going to practice identifying some of the text features that are on this page from a book. Now first off, we're going to start with the top. As you can see, the pages are about gems and jewels, and we're calling that the heading. That is the main topic of these pages. Next, we're going to notice the photo, and on this page there's several photos, and they really help give information about the topic. Under many of the photos is something called a caption, and the caption tells some information about the photo or the diagram or the picture. And this one says, "This diamond has been cut and polished so it sparkles." That's the caption. You can see this one is a caption for that as well. This page has labels. Can you see the line that goes to that photo? It's a label. It gives information about it. It is an uncut diamond. And the last text feature is something that we call a fact box. And usually it's a box, sometimes it's a circle, and it gives an interesting piece of information. We're going to identify some more text features one more time, a little extra practice. And we're going to use this book called Killer Whales. And right off the start, here is one. We call that's the table of contents. Here, they just call it the contents, and it just gives information about what is inside our book. Right on the next page, Chapter 1, A Day in the Life. That's a heading. That gives us information about the chapter. Here, we have photos. Several photos. This book is full of beautiful photographs of the orca killer whale. Over here, we have a caption. The caption gives information about this picture. A killer whale breathes through a blowhole. This hole opens when the whale comes up for air. Here's a great example of labels. This labels many different parts of a killer whale's body. More photos, more captions. Some interesting information. This book has a map, and that gives information about where they travel and where they live in the world. Family life, another heading. More labels. More photos. Here's a new one we haven't talked about so much. This is a graph. That's another text feature that gives information in a different way. Here's another text feature called the glossary, and the glossary is got important words from the book. One thing I forgot to mention that I zipped by is the key words or the bold words. These are words that the author wants you to notice. They're important words, important vocabulary. And you can see the word pray is darkened. The author wants you to know that that is a really important word. And you can often find those keywords in the glossary. Let's see if it's in this one. There it is. Prey, an animal hunted or killed for food. And finally, the last text feature in this book is the index. Again, this helps the reader find information. If I want to learn about information about blubber, page 16. If I want to learn about some information about the population of killer whales, Page 27 is where I can find it. Thank you. Here's an example of labeling. Here's another example of labeling. Maybe you could try one on your own.